Hi, my name is Henry, and next up you will see one session of a series of live coding sessions. During this session, you can watch me coding valuable real-world software. The following session will be about the implementation of an editor or journaling app. For saving the edited contents, it uses Markdown, a well-known format for that purpose. In the third part of the series, I will try to persist a Markdown document. I plan to use LightningFS for that. FS stands for File System, and LightningFS is an emulator for the File System API directly in the browser. Worth to mention that browsers usually don't have file write access. Let's see if I will succeed saving a Markdown file. And please stay tuned and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want.
Small recap from the last session. What we did was to implement the alignments, and that was been done with the text layout filter, and we also refactored the editor, moved it out of the app, and we also implemented the function is saving. Let's see how we can proceed here. So last time I found out about isomorphic git, and I guess the first thing we need to do is to implement the Lightning file system in order to have Markdown files being saved. And I think we should get started with that. So first let's check. I think it's part of isomorphic git already. Is it? Yes. So let's install isomorphic git if we haven't done it yet. Let's check. No, not yet. Then let's do that. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is to start the application. That's the current status. For now it's a save button which is here. Maybe we should put it somewhere in the head, but this is a story for later. So let me put something inside here. Oh, we are not logging the content anymore. Oh, that's actually being outputted here. Okay, that's good. So, and whenever we hit save, we want to write the stuff to the file system. And that's what we're gonna do now. So let's check the doc. So this should behave like... Oh, no, you have to Let me check if there is a npm package for this. That's the API. There we go. Okay, that is being that's installed. So, and I assume I need to import this. For now, we will do this again from the app component. Right, this is how we want this. Let's have a look what we have here. So constructor. So if this is a constructor, I want to call it LightningFS. And I guess we should save it in a reference. So use with LightningFS. So then let's check what we have here. We need to import useref. And there we have our API. So good. For now, I want to say that we do it like that. Seems a little bit more natural, I don't know. I think all of those are returning promises, I guess. That's returning nothing. Okay, that's this FS promises. Nice. So then let's write a file. So that's the API. Make dear. Let's check if it has an exists function. No, I didn't saw any in the log. Sorry. So with fs stat, so then let's create a method. Let's call it check root dir. So, and once again we do it like that. So, and with fs, let's call it assure root dir. So if not fs stat marquee is let's quickly check what this actually outputs. So let's comment this out and let's check those. Just calling it. Back to the function. Yeah. So let's make this method async too, and let's also wait this one here. So then we can have a look at stat. It still wants to have a function. Let me check the docs of fs stat. Okay, so we should give it a name. Then we don't need to assure root dir, I guess. So we can just write the file LightningFS init. This is the only, okay, only support this value is UTF-8, UTF-8, data. We need data. So this will be content. So we will await this. And after this, let's read the file again. So const file content equals await fs promises read file index md, and encoding will be again UTF-8, I guess. So like this, and let's have a look what our file content looks like. So cannot read property. Okay. Let me just make this while I'm thinking what's wrong here. This takes forever now. Oops. Oh. Needs to be like this. So takes some time. Takes a long time. And that means that this file doesn't exist. Okay. Which in returns means then we need to create this file. Write file returns nothing, right? have a DB now? Yes, we have one. Maybe we need to do it like that. But I wonder why. Takes a long time to do that. Okay. Good. So this is from our file. And it should also be now in the database. Yes. There we go. So, but we don't want to save the content as HTML. That's actually wrong. We want to have the markdown as well. So we should change the on editor change function to pass both. So let's do that. So we will have the markdown HTML. So, and we will rename this here to HTML. This as well. And we will have a second state, which is for markdown. And we are also setting markdown here. So, and we are setting the HTML. And with the other one, we are setting the markdown. And in this file, we don't want to have the HTML, we want the markdown. So, and in the editor, we need to change that we should call this markdown. And this is HTML. And we are passing markdown. And let's make this API a little bit better. We are passing markdown and HTML, and we are doing the same here. So that should be it, and we should see that we are now saving markdown instead of, yeah, it could be both. Actually, we need to do something else. So now we should see if it is markdown. Yes. Okay, just to reassure, add an italic. Yes, and add an underline. Yes, okay. Good. So now that we got this, actually that's enough to just get started. And I think the next thing that should be done is to implement a tree structure, and yeah, that we can name the files on our own, so that we create a new one, create the Markdown file, and then we save it and write it in the correct directory. That will be the next thing. Yeah, maybe we can start with it. I doubt we won't make it in this session. So, so the file content, we actually don't need this in that case. So, but we need to do that at the start. So what we need is a new directory called file tree, and we want a new component called file tree. Oops. Ending should be actually .jsx. Actually, oh yeah, let's rename that to just.js. So like this. Good. And this should import React. We don't need this for now. And this is a function called file tree. So we are default exporting the file tree. We need to return this something. So yeah, for now, when this is loaded, we need to actually so for now it's only the file tree, and what we need to do here is to recursively walk and check the whole file tree and all we have there. So we need to import this. So like this. So I think for now it should be enough to check the file tree. So let's actually let's pass in the current file system that we only have to create this once. So let me import this, and we are passing, so that would be fsref current, so that we have the same. So we need to pass this as a prop, and via destructuring we will get our fs again, and we can immediately start to work with that. So what we want to do is stat file path is that, and we need to save this. That's an async one, and let's check what stat is here. So nothing. We have the file tree component here. It's loaded. Ah, yeah. If we don't output the variable. Good. We have type dir. So on the file tree, okay. So that makes me think how we can find out which files are there with this. So how can we find out which files are inside? Yeah, that makes much more sense. Just read the dir. And there we have the index.md file. Okay. I think that's all, folks, for this session. And in the next episode, I believe that we can get started to implement the actual file tree. And we need to check the directories recursively and get all the files and write the output here that we can display it. And we will also need to create a new component where we can just add new files and new directories. Yeah, that's it.